What is good, guys? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a quick technical analysis of Tesla. I'm going to talk about the overall price movement and what happened to Tesla today. I'm also going to talk about what the news is saying about Tesla and some huge news regarding things that just happened today for Tesla. And then I'm going to give you guys my stock price prediction for Tesla for tomorrow and the near term future. I'm also going to be talking about our other favorite company out there, which is NIO. I'm going to talk about what the news is saying about NIO and what happened to NIO today in terms of its overall price movement, and then what my stock price prediction is for NEO as well. But before I get started, I have to mention two quick things. First of all, I'm not a financial legal or taxation expert, so do not take this as financial legal or taxation advice. Also, if you can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this on my video. It benefits the entire community as a whole. With that all said and done and out of the way, let's get on with the technical analysis. So today, you could see that on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, Tesla had a beautiful run up as I had predicted in my previous video. I did predict that Tesla would close around the $750 range. It ended up closing at 755, so I was off by about $5. But overall, my prediction was pretty close, and I was correct about the run up around the $750 range. And Tesla ended up beating the level of resistance right over there. And that's a good sign for Tesla for the near term future. However, things are not the same for the long term future. But before I get there, guys, let's go over the technical analysis. So Tesla did have quite a bit of volatility in the very beginning of the day as trading volume was just barely starting to pick up. Then it reached a low of $738.36 before it had this beautiful run up to $756.86 before closing at $755.83, up over 1.52% for the day. So looking at a Bollinger chart, you could see that it made many significant movements in the upward side above one standard deviation from the mean, and it rarely ever was below that except for the very beginning right over here. But it did have a pretty strong closing, as you guys can see. It closed very close to being above what the mean price was, and that's a really good sign for Tesla because Tesla has the buying momentum coming up as Tesla is becoming more comfortable in the $750 range. And Tesla easily could have been much higher. It's just that there were negative pieces of news and many lots of FUD out there that made Tesla seem so much worse than how bad the actual news was. But I'm still very confident in Tesla's future. I'm still very happy for the new updates coming out for Tesla, and I'm still very bullish in the long term. So looking at some RSI data, we can see that when Tesla surpassed the 70 reference level right over there, Tesla did have a little bit of resistance, more and more resistance, and that's normal for any other stock. So it did act like a normal stock that's recovering from after what happened over the past few days, but overall it's doing well. And like I said in my previous videos, guys, Tesla also depends on how the overall market is doing. And did the market allow Tesla to do this? Well, overall, the Nasdaq, as you can see, is up 0.82%. So even the Nasdaq is up, and the S&P 500, they're all up. So Tesla also reacted the same way, and Tesla is up as well. This was bound to happen. And I am happy that Tesla beat the 750. So where is Tesla going to go next? Before I talk about that, let's go over some pieces of news. Basically, there was more news that's actually bad about Tesla. They're talking about the autopilot crash investigation. It expands as Ford, BMW, and 10 other automakers asked for data. There's more and more news about this, making Tesla seem unsafe and bad and all that stuff. And I'm just not happy with it. I'm not having it, guys. That's not okay. Teslas are still great cars. They're still one of the safest cars out there. It's just that the media does not make it seem that way. Anyways, the media also mentioned that EV startup Rivian beats Tesla, GM, Ford as first automaker to produce electric pickup. And that's so interesting because, sure, maybe Rivian is getting started. I mean, maybe it's happening, sure, but Tesla has a Cybertruck coming up in the upcoming years. It is the biggest EV company in the world and still has insane potential. So I do want to shout out Rivian. No hate to any company, guys. Rivian is doing well. Their pickup is a very nice car. But I feel like, why do you have to compare Rivian to all these other companies? Why do you have to say they've beaten Tesla? Oh, they're doing this and that. But is Tesla trying to build a pickup? That's my question. And the answer to that is no, they have a Cybertruck instead. So why do you have to say that? Why do you have to twist things and make an article that says that EV startup Rivian beats Tesla, GM, and Ford as, I mean, that's just pure FUD. We don't need to compare them. I know that companies do this and many news outlets do this to gain clicks and money and views. But hey, I don't want to spread FUD or hate on any other company. I think Ford is a great company. I think GM is a great company. Tesla is an amazing company, has such huge potential, not just for the auto industry, but their battery energy sector and the AI technology, the autopilot technology. It's just absolutely phenomenal. But looking at some other things that happened, guys, it was reported on Fox that Dodge, Ram, Porsche, and Tesla are named the most appealing auto brands out there. And that's great news for Tesla because Tesla was included in this list, and Tesla is absolutely incredible as well. So that's a good sign that just came out. And I'm very, very happy that there was good news. But there is a big piece of news I have to talk to you guys about. And this was what I was mentioning at the very beginning of this video. And that is the fact that Kathy Wood just sold $66 million of Tesla shares, and she has added Robinhood to the portfolio of ARK Invest. Now, before you attack Kathy Wood and think that she's absolutely crazy, this is not good for her to do that, you have to remember that she has been very, very bullish for Tesla. In fact, it says right over here she has a new price target for Tesla of $3,000 for the next upcoming years by 2025. She's still very, very bullish, and I wouldn't be surprised if she buys it as well. However, guys, there is bad news, unfortunately, for Tesla and the entire stock market, as it has been reported that the Warren Buffett indicator hits a record 142%, signaling that stocks are too expensive and they could crash. And it's very, very probable because the last time the indicator was this high was 2008, which is the last time we had the crash and the crisis, and you all know what happened then. It simply uses a global market cap divided by global GDP. That's how you use the worldwide Buffett indicator, and it's anticipating another crash coming, which is why a lot of people are reacting. This may be a reason as to why Kathy Wood reacted this way as well. But this doesn't mean that Tesla is not a bad company. It doesn't mean that Tesla is a bad company is what I'm trying to say. Tesla is a great company. It's amazing. Tesla has insane potential. It's just that there are things happening out of its power. And Tesla does not control the entire stock market as a whole. There's so many other companies out there. And if you consider the things such as the reverse repo market and the fact that there are trillions of dollars being printed out as inflation is going up, and the fact that bonds could become more incentivized for big institutionalized investors. So big things are happening. Especially, I think a big thing that's going to happen is interest rates are probably going to go up. Now, I can't give financial advice, but I'm simply saying this for entertainment purposes. But interest rates are most likely going to start going up, and the cost to borrow money in the US is probably going to go up. And as you guys know, that tends to have an inverse relationship with the overall market if you look at the NASDAQ. So I would predict that the NASDAQ is going to have a downward trend coming very, very soon, alongside the S&P 500 and many, many other stocks out there. So for the long term, I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla and NEO have corrections. But in the short term, for the 1 day chart, I do not see that happening. I still think Tesla has more room to go up and up and up until that happens. So the market has to allow Tesla to do this. Tesla is a great company. It's just that the overall market doesn't always allow stocks to go up. There are going to be times where stocks go a little bit down, but fundamentals are the same. Tesla is still amazing, and over the past or the next couple of years, Tesla is going to be absolutely incredible. I'm so confident in Tesla, and I just want you guys to not give up or quit on it. So what is my price prediction? So tomorrow, I think that Tesla is going to continue on the upward trend again. We should see Tesla test the $760 range before consolidating, closing maybe around, I would say, the $758 level of resistance. There's small resistance around there. That's where I think Tesla might close, if not around the $755 range. So that is most likely what's going to happen. However, based off what I've seen in the past, I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla drops as well, because it depends on how the overall market is doing, guys, out of Tesla's control. So be prepared for either scenario, but just know that it's more probable for Tesla to go in the upward direction, because Tesla's a great company. They have great news coming up in the upcoming years, and this is just the start for Tesla. Looking at NEO closed almost exactly where I predicted it would close. I predicted that NEO would close between $38 and $38.50, between that range. That's where I thought NEO would close. It ended up closing at $38.03, up 0.34% for the day. It was a green day, just as I had predicted, just slightly. So my prediction was almost accurate for NEO. There was high volatility in the very beginning, just like that of Tesla, before it had this beautiful run up to this $38.03 range. There were not many significant price movements, maybe in the upward direction, but when there was high volatility, it did happen. But overall, NEO is doing well. I'm still proud that NEO did make it to the 38 and close there. However, guys, just like Tesla, NEO is not as predictable. There were not many big pieces of news, but it was reported that the Chinese regulators are clamping down on public companies that were related to big tech. And basically, they mentioned that there are too many EV makers in China and that they are going to be a lot more strict, and this could be good or bad for NEO in particular. However, we do know that the Chinese government likes NEO, and NEO still has huge potential with the side and the support of the Chinese government. So I don't necessarily think this is bad news for NEO, even though the Motley Fool did report it that way, but I am still bullish for the long-term future. Just like Tesla, just like NEO, these companies are long-term investments as well. They have huge potentials in the long term. But for NEO tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if it closes a little bit in the red because there was a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And it does depend on the overall market and how Tesla does. But I wouldn't be surprised if NEO has its strong support at the high $36 range. It also has support around the $37.50 range, somewhere around here. So I wouldn't be surprised if NEO closes around there tomorrow. Now, does just because I'm telling you NEO is red once again, guys, it doesn't mean I'm bearish for NEO or Tesla. I'm super bullish for the long term of these companies. It's just going to require lots of time and patience. Do not be surprised if you see more and more pullbacks coming because the overall market is most likely going to be red in the upcoming months. There may be a big correction coming, but I want you guys to just be prepared for that. And if it does happen, it's a good buying opportunity to get your favorite stocks on sale. With that all said and done, guys, I am very bullish for Tesla and NEO in the long term, and I am a little bit more bullish for tomorrow as well. But I want you guys to be prepared for whatever happens because we do not know exactly when the correction is going to come for the market, and it does affect Tesla and NEO's overall share prices. With that all said and done, guys, thank you so much for listening. I really hope that you guys stay strong and do not let your emotions get the best of you, and you never ever give up on your dreams. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.